Colonel Paul Ogbebo's legacy under attack. Wike could spark outrage from the Benin Kingdom by John Obiazin Oshodi. And now to the news info. Nyesom Wike, the Federal Capital Territory Minister, FCT Minister, has found himself embroiled in escalating controversies that stretch from Rivers State to Abuja. His actions, including the demolition spree in the nation's capital and the alleged sale of land tied to the legacy of Colonel Paul Ogbebo, have stirred outrage across the country. What started as a localized land issue has now grown into a national confrontation involving political, cultural, and spiritual forces. The Benin Kingdom, deeply offended by what they see as an assault on their pride and one of their revered sons, has vowed not to let the injustice go unchallenged. At the same time, Rivers State residents frustrated by Wike's high-handed approach to governance are also pushing back against his perceived abuse of power. Colonel Paul Ogbebo was a national hero and a son of the Benin Kingdom whose contribution to Nigeria remains unparalleled. As the first Nigerian enrolled in the Nigerian Defense Academy's Cadet Corps 1, he served the country with honor, earning numerous accolades for his bravery. Behind his military career, he was a builder of Abuja, contributing significantly to the development of Nigeria's capital city. The land was allocated to my husband in recognition of his service to the country. And they do that a lot. They can give somebody a land just to reward him. And probably those times there were no legal documents back in that time. They just allocated him and he took it and he has built a life from this place. And now you just want to come and collect his land. Why not just tell them to go and do a legal document to show that they are the real owners of the house, like the CFO and RFO? Simple and short, but no, you are insisting that you want to demolish their house. Mrs. Rita Lowry Odebo stated, apparently, now Wike, you have sold it to a Rivers statesman close to you. Was there a bidding process? Was the equity rule followed? Or was it handed over secretly? This is not just about land, it is about justice and respect for my husband's legacy. The Benin Kingdom sees this as an affront to their political identity and a desecration of the legacy of one of their greatest sons. They are determined to resist this assault on their history, heritage, and pride. The controversial sale of Colonel Paul Ogbebo's land to Chindas Company has raised critical questions about the fairness and transparency of the transaction. The Benin Kingdom, alongside many Nigerians, is demanding answers about whether public bidding, an essential element of equity and accountability, was conducted as required by law. Public bidding ensures that all transactions are subjected to open scrutiny, allowing equal opportunities for interested parties while maintaining fairness in government dealings. However, the alleged secretive nature of this sale suggests otherwise, pointing to a troubling lack of transparency in how this property, tied to a national hero, was transferred. The sale of this land is not just a routine transaction, it strikes at the core of equity and fairness in governance. For the Benin Kingdom, Colonel Ogbebo's legacy is sacred, and any attempt to erase it through dubious processes is a direct affront to their cultural pride. Yes, so. Wike, you must answer these questions. Mrs. Rita Lowry Ogbebo appeared to be asking, how did this happen? Why was this land given to someone tied to you without a fair process? Do you think the Benin Kingdom will let this go unchallenged? You are gravely mistaken. The alleged sale to Chindas Company, reportedly tied to Wike's close ally, has sparked outrage. It calls into question the principle of governance and accountability, raising doubts about whether the equity rule, which guarantees fairness in public dealings, was respected. The Benin Kingdom, through Mrs. Ogbebo, has apparently voiced its concerns publicly and forcefully. Was there a public bidding process? Was the equity rule followed? Who approved the sale and under what conditions? Wike, we want answers. Is he going to answer like this? How was this property sold? Was it advertised for bidding? Was the equity rule followed, or was it handed over quietly to someone close to you? Of course, that was what he did. He handed it over to Chinda and using that one to cover up. Meanwhile, he's the one that wants to take over the land. These are not questions you can ignore. The revelations that Chindas Company now owns the disputed property has further inflamed tension, with accusations that Wike is using his position to benefit allies and cronies. That's what he likes to do. at the expense of fairness and justice. The perception that this transaction was manipulated to favor a select few adds to the growing discontent with Wike's leadership style. For the Benin Kingdom, this is not just about the sale of land. It is a direct insult to their identity, pride, and legacy. Colonel Obiabolo is one of their most distinguished sons, a national hero whose contributions to Nigeria are woven into the fabric of their cultural history. The outrage is rooted in more than just legal concerns. It is deeply tied to cultural identity and justice. The Benin Kingdom views this alleged sale not only as a breach of trust, but as an attack on their values and the legacy of one of their own. The issue goes beyond governance. It is about equity, transparency, and respect for the legacy of a hero. The Benin Kingdom will not remain silent as the principles of justice are trampled upon. Their demand for answers reflects the broader need for accountability in leadership. Wike, this is your moment to clarify. That one, okay. The Benin Kingdom and the nation demand transparency. Without it, the cultural and spiritual resistance that has begun will only grow stronger. The land issue in Abuja is just one of many controversies linked to Wike. I'm telling you that one. His second name should be controversy. Is always in the news for something bad, whose actions have consistently drawn criticism. His deteriorating relationship with Rivers State Governor Seminala Ifubara has resulted in political chaos, with allegations that Wike is orchestrating disruptions through local government appointments, manipulating vacant House of Assembly seats, and interfering in police activities. Resident analysis allege that Wike has used his influence with Abuja-based judges to interfere in Rivers State governance. True. Further destabilizing Fubara's administration, Rivers residents accused Wike of prioritizing personal vendettas over the welfare of his state, with many questioning his leadership style and intention. I'm telling you. You claim you love your state, but because of personal vendetta, you hate somebody, you don't care if your state destroys. That is not a good example of a leader at all. Mrs. Obiabolo's defiant stance echoes the broader sentiment of dissatisfaction with Wike's action. Nobody will be satisfied with what he's doing. The Benin Kingdom and its people are not alone in their resistance. Rivers State residents, already weary of Wike's perceived overreach and interference, have also begun to call for accountability. I think we just start calling it like that one by one. Because these people, they do not care about anybody. You seize people's land, people that have sea of oath, people that have right to be on the land. You say they don't, they are owing the government money. They did not do this, they did not do that. Acting like a god. Meanwhile, there are some things that you should go through if you want to sell the land. Did you do that? No, you did not do it. It's because obviously you're a big thief. Act wisely and do what you're supposed to do. Professor John Ebiazan Oshodi. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.